Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome back to another Smite commentary, and this time it is a request playing Freya with her latest skin. This is the kinda Olympian slash summer slash tennis skin. All in all, I feel like the skin is great and I really like the voice pack on it. I feel like it's just a very nice voice pack. I don't know, I just like it. It's all preference. I like Pixel Buster Freya a lot as well. It's probably one of my favorite skins to begin with. It's just... It's silly. I like it. But this one is very good as well. And the fact that you have that tennis basic attack, it's quite loud when you use your 2-in-1 activated at the same time. So I feel like it is more readable to your opponents which of the two basics you use. But I guess that's fine. My team isn't nearby, so I'm not going to go for the red, but I'm going to kind of zone them out. If nobody's around, they will just do the red, and with me being around it, kind of afraid enough to not go for it. Ooh, nice. Forced out the sanctuary. Well done by our Terra. Forcing out that relic will be very important for maybe a kill early on. It's never a bad thing to get rid of actives. Popping the Anubis in the air, make sure that he can't use his abilities to try and secure that buff. We'll make sure that we'll have an easier time. Susano engaging on enemies inside the minions. That's not something you want to do, and he takes way too much damage. Dies immediately. Definitely not something he should have done. Oh well. Try not to go in fight inside an entire minion wave. If you do so at a very low level, you'll die very quickly, and it's just a lot of damage in general. If you don't pay attention, you'll take 200, 300, maybe 400 damage from archers alone. Archers are extremely powerful, and you should always take that into consideration, because there's no real way for you to fight into that and fight your opponents unless they are already low and kind of poked out, and you can just finish them quickly and immediately disengage. If not, don't go for it. You'll just die or take way too much damage for a little in return. And in this case, give up first blood for it. It's not the worst thing. Of course, first blood always goes to one of the teams, so it doesn't set this game. It's not match immediately. It's just a set, or I don't know, a point for them. I don't know. Let's just stop talking in tennis play. But it's fine. Just making sure that she doesn't get brutalized. I don't think he would have gone for the tower dive, but just to make sure. I'll go for my standard build, going to Pen Boots into the Hastened Fatalis. Definitely one of the best builds I like on Freya. Some people start with the Hastened Fatalis. It's not the worst thing. I don't really like it personally, but I guess it's all preference to your own. I feel like you do a little bit more damage when you have the boots and you're a little bit more mobile. The only downside, of course, is that you can't really chase up to someone or box them as effectively, because you have you have just less attack speed and you can't really stay close to them. So that's something that you take into consideration, picking the one or the other. I just have a lot more mobility now, so I have an easier time disengaging from the enemies, as well as, well, getting closer to them if they don't have boots, for instance, and whoop them into the air with my banish. Looks like Susano is having a rough time on the left side, but it looks like Scott is paying no attention. I'm ignoring the Osiris, making sure that I only go for the one I can get guaranteed. And maybe I can get Osiris as well. He actually stayed. He used his purification, but he can't outrun my ultimate. That's a double kill already. Definitely good, very good for us. Kind of returning the favor and giving me 2 kills, bringing me very close to that Hastened Fatalis, which I definitely am going to need. Especially when I'm fighting, the Skadi, for instance, or just Anubis, or the, every single one of them. Fenrir, not so much. Maybe I can avoid his jump, but other than that, not too much. Decent damage. Try to poke out the Fenrir. If I hit the Fenrir, I will hit the minions as well with the pulse, so I guess that's fine. Decent damage. You need to be a little bit careful. Oh, I don't have my ultimate. That sucks. I used it offensively. That's the downside of using it offensively. You don't have that escape anymore. That brutalized it a lot. But as you can see, I actually took way too much from the archers. 360 damage from Artemians alone. so definitely not a good thing. Because of that I died. If I just took more consideration to the minions, like I mentioned, they can do an insane amount of damage in a very short amount of time. Being level 7 is definitely not enough to kind of out-sustain them. Also having only the passive lifesteal I have, definitely not going to sustain out of that. And that brutalized did an insane amount of damage as well. Over 400 already. He's only level 8. I think he was level 7 at that moment. Let's see, can we hit him? Ooh, nice stun. I don't think. Ah, the wall just barely blocking my attacks. If I hit my basic attacks, he would have been slowed and continues to be slowed. We might have been able to pick him up. But, well, I'm not going to dive the tower for it. Especially when he's at such a healthy amount of HP. Fortunately enough, it did cost me my Fury. But it cost him his Fury as well. So, I just need to be a little bit careful for the Fenrir. He might go for me, but actually the Anubis as well. I just need to make sure that I don't get CC'd, because Freya is all in all just a very squishy god. The fact that I have an awesome skin doesn't really change that. No, I used all my mana. Oh, never mind. I have enough for my ultimate. That's fine. Kinda juking out. Let's just deal the damage with the ult, and it is enough to finish it off. Juking, the best way to juke an Anubis ult. Wiggle sideways. They usually are not able to follow you enough to finish you off, as you saw here. It's a very good way to avoid Anubis. It's more difficult when you're slowed, and if you're stunned you have no option, but when you're not slowed and you're not stunned, definitely try at least to avoid as much damage as you can. If you walk in a straight line you will die, guaranteed. There's no way for you to out-sustain that damage, unless it's, for instance, quite early or late and you have a lot of magical protection, then maybe. It's still not worth it. Taking 3 damage, never worth it. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. No, he grabs me as well. He has the brutalize. I can... No. Oh, wow. Well played. There was literally nothing I could have done at that point. After the Fenrir hit his stun, I was dead to begin with. I didn't have my purification beads. I didn't have my ultimate. The only thing I could have done was whoop him to make sure that his brutalize did not connect. And he prematurely used his purification beads. So I couldn't whoop him. I could not banish him into the air. So kind of saving myself. Very well done by the Fenrir, recognizing that I didn't have purification beads, didn't have my ultimate, and using the Fury to negate my banish. Well played. There was literally nothing I could have done. I could have turned around, tried to deal some damage. It would not have been enough. He just has more damage than I did. And also there was a minion wave. There was no way for me to get out of that one. It's unfortunate, but to be honest it was well played by the Fenrir. And a little bit of kind of misinterpreted? No, not really. Kind of underestimated, I guess. He can do an insane amount of damage. And again, using my ult to secure, we are going to be engaged from behind by the Anubis. Fenrir as well, and as you can see, a lot of damage again. They have a lot of damage. That's annoying. A 5-0 and 3 Fenrir. I definitely need to focus him a little bit more. He is very powerful in the early game, especially against the Freya. If I don't have my ultimate, which I only use for offensive purposes for now, I can't really escape from his brutalize that well. I can use my whoop, but that's it. And even his dash, his leap, I mean, deals an insane amount of damage. He can deal over 400 with it if he has enough power. It's just nuts how much he can do with that alone. So definitely need to be careful for Fenrir a little bit more. If I get more power and more attack speed, and well, I have more attack speed now. If I get a little bit more lifesteal, I can shred him. I can lifesteal, sustain myself. I can just fight into his brutalize. I'll also have a little bit more health as the game continues. So I guess that's fine. Ooh, Anubis is slowed. Ah, crap, that's a Fenrir. Let's just whoop them, make sure that I can get out. But that's a lot of damage. Sick him as well. No other abilities, luckily enough for me. But damn. Oh, that's odd. If you look at me, I have the stones from Terra around me. I think that's a bug. Because they need to be gone a long time ago. The Terra ultimate hasn't been used in a very long time. As you can see, it's almost back up again. Okay, that's an odd bug. So I have an eternal ring of stones around me. Okay. Let's just whoop the Fenrir. Looks like he's going to engage on me. Let's use purification. Try to deal some damage. Minions are kind of blocking my way. Don't have the best chase anyway. With that entire creep wave in between. But we are able to pick up the Fenrir, which is great. And getting that Janus as well. Nice. Use my one as your base. You can use your one as your... Oh crap. Can deal some damage. Can't fire the last shot, but I'll just head out. I don't want to risk it against that Anubis. And my team is able to pick up the Osiris, which is great. Okay, so this is really risky. Well, it's quite risky. They want to go for the Gold Fury. I have an insane amount of damage, so that's why I stay, even though I have a very low HP. But if Anubis went for it, I think he could have killed, if he had his ultimate, probably 3 of us. So that was quite risky, even though we were all alive. Anubis ultimate, just with a bit of lifesteal, you can just sustain very quickly. And, well, we were all quite low. Terra, me, as well as, I think Susano were just all quite low. So that made things a little bit risky. Oh well, we got it. It's fine. And that additional gold will help me with my build. I will go for Pit the Golem's Peace. For everyone that doesn't know, it's quite good on Freya. Provides a little bit of cooldown reduction, which is not bad. It more importantly provides you a lot of lifesteal. If you use your 2 and your 1 combined, you will get 25 additional percent lifesteal on your basics, in addition to the 10% you have passively. So that's a very good amount of lifesteal, especially with a high amount of burst. You see it do an insane amount of damage to the Osiris already. And, that sucks. Minions block my basic. Two of my basics got blocked. That's very unfortunate. No! Why? Get rid of the wall. Terra, why? I could have killed the Fenrir if the wall wasn't there. It blocked 3 of my basic. I really thought she would have used it to stun or get rid of it quicker. Wasn't the case, so it stayed for a very long time, blocking my basic attacks. That's kind of screwed me over, because the Fenrir, as you saw there, did 400 damage with his leap alone. So that was an insane amount of burst, which I could have avoided by killing him, or hitting a basic to provide me the Hastened Fatalis effect to avoid it. So that's just very unfortunate. She didn't do it intentional, of course, but it just kind of screwed me over. That's something you always need to be aware of. If you use walls, it can not only block your teammates, it can also block abilities from your teammates. Use it wisely. But use it, well, use it confident. Use it confident. Use it, immediately use it. Don't keep it up for a long time if nobody is in between it, because there's literally no use for that. It will just be, well, depends. If you are blocking off a path in the jungle in Conquest, then you can leave it up. But if it's just in the middle of a lane, no enemy will walk through it. So, just get rid of it, if nobody's already in it, or you don't want to destroy it. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Actually, the bite is enough to kill her. And my whoop kind of misses as well. I dealt some damage, not enough. I missed a couple of basics again in that wall. Kind of awkward, I feel like, getting those basics into the wall. That sucks. Nice engagement by the Terra. Will secure 2 kills. Looks like Fenrir wanted to try it another time. He uses Purification Beads again preemptively. Popping him into the air, avoiding his jump. Will be able to secure that Fenrir. This was a way better situation for me. I had 2 of my relics up, so I wasn't in too much of a threat. But more importantly, I had my ultimate up. He used his Fury to avoid the banish again. But this time I had my ultimate, so I went in the air, avoided most of the damage from his Brutalize, and with that I had enough health to kind of out-sustain what he did afterwards. Whooped into the air, made sure I dealt some damage. He still wanted to go greedy, tried to kill me, probably should have retreated at that point. Went for me, missed his 1, was able to deal the damage inside the Phoenix range. Definitely good for me. 9, 4 and 5, not a huge part of the kill count, I mean 14 out of 21. It's still not bad, to be honest, but I like to be more involved in more kills. I definitely think I can kill him. He can't stun me. I am slow though, that's unfortunate. Otherwise I would have been able to pick him up immediately. But when the stun from the Osiris doesn't connect, I can just fight him. With my amount of lifesteal, I can just out-sustain him. He doesn't have an insane amount of magical protection, so I am fine with that. I picked up the Bancross for one reason and one reason only. If I'm low on HP, I will deal more damage. And of course, a little bit of lifesteal. But more importantly, when I'm low on HP, I will do more damage. Because if you have taken a look at all the situations where I died, or just the situations where I lived, I've taken a lot of damage. Skadi with a dog does a decent amount of damage. Haven't encountered her too much, but most importantly, Fenrir deals a lot of damage. Again, ultimate used by the Fenrir. Can we hit him? Basic is not long enough. Slowed by the threshold. Come on. I need to confirm the basics. Finally. That took way too long. Way longer than it should have. Also forced out the Susano beats. Wow, that's a lot of damage. 3 kills already. Can we get the 4th one as well? Let's go for the whoop. Okay, let's miss the whoop. Let's go for it. Oh, well, fine. 3 kills anyway. Damn. As you can see, Freya, I'm online. No. No, Anubis, why? I really want to fight this Anubis though. He's quite low. He's staying inside the tower range. Let's just lifesteal up a bit on these minions. Make sure that I don't take too much damage. No, he stunned me. Please. Stuck. That sucks. If he didn't hit the stun, I could have killed him probably. Still a bit too risky. I didn't have my ultimate up, so... well, I had it up. I didn't have enough mana. I wasn't paying too much attention to my mana. Not enough, at least. I didn't have enough mana to get myself into the air. Otherwise, if I noticed that, I went into the air immediately and maybe could have killed Anubis with that instead of just dying to him. Next time, I will not try to box an Anubis that much. He can lifesteal a lot more than I can. And if he has a stun up, like you saw there, I'm in a big trouble without purification beads. Lesson learned. Not going for that again. I think Bastet will die here. She's surrounded by 4 of them. Definitely going to be rough for her to try and disengage. Terra Ultimate is used though, so she might be able to get away though. I'll definitely try and rotate, maybe help her out. But the Terra Ultimate is probably the best thing, because the additional movement speed lasts for 10 seconds. Looks like she's actually getting away. Nice. Fenrir is rotating. I'll just stay a bit out of sight, make sure that I can deal some damage. Wow, Scylla takes a lot of damage. That sucks. Nice kitty cats by the Bastet. Will secure that kill, and she can get away immediately. Let's try and deal some basic attacks. Let's kill them. Kill them all! Kill them! I'm a maniac. Okay, let's go for the ultimate. I don't want to chase inside the tower range without my 2 and my 1 up. But, again, a double kill. Very nice. Fortunately, Fenrir in the backline will be able to secure the Susano. Whooping over the wall will secure it. Sanctuary used. Come on. Nice. He is not able to get his leap back in time. Sanctuary down as well. Very important for us. Nice. Nice engagement. Very good engagement for us. Only the Osiris is left alive. Red buff for me as well. I'm very, very fat at this point. I mean, I'm fully built once I'm back. I will finish off with the Rod of Tahuti. And this is, well, an unofficial deicide. The Skadi got back as well, but I guess it's fine. I don't have enough mana, so I'll wait for my 1. It deals more damage than my 2. As you can see, decently shredding the Gold Fury. We don't have the best secure, so that's kind of risky, to be honest. But I guess it's fine. Skadi is a long way from us. Not able to do anything. And again, a Gold Fury for us will be good. Definitely for my team. More for my team than anything else. I mean, I'm fully built at this moment. So I definitely have a very good amount of power. Let's get some mana potions. Make sure that I don't... well, I won't spend all my mana and don't have anything to spend anymore. Make sure that I have plenty mana to engage the fights. Level 19 already. Only 1 more level to go and I'm maxed out. If you look at all the opponents and teammates, the only one that comes anywhere close is the Anubis with level 18. Nice ultimate by the Osiris. Will root me for a little bit. But he is stuck inside 2 walls. A lot of damage. And it is enough to secure that kill. Making sure that the Fenrir can't really flee away. Ultimate's doing 400 per pop. That's a lot. And Fenrir, you're definitely not going to lazy back. Ooh, that's unfortunate. If I hit that banish, we might have been able to pick him up. Looks like he wants to go for an ultimate or something. Oh, he's looking for the Susano. Susano uses a Sanctuary. Can I save him? Yes. 2 hits will be enough to secure him. That Rod of Tutti is definitely doing a lot of work in this one. Nice. It did force Susano's Sanctuary. Probably not the best thing for Susano to stay. But he did bait the Fenrir into dying, which is great for us. Fenrir quite annoying on the enemy team. Although he's not doing the best work anymore. After that early game, he is not as potent as he used to. That's a lot of damage. Come on, get it. No. Oh, that sucks. I really thought that last basic would have finished him off. I think he was able to lifesteal enough to survive. Dang it. Probably should not have fought that. Should have probably retreated way earlier. As you can see, 1900 death gaze. If you're wondering how I'm able to tank so much damage from his death gaze, I have an insane amount of lifesteal as well. I mean, I have 37% with just my items. So I've 47% lifesteal, that's insane. I can heal an insane amount when I have my 2-on-1 activated. That was able to out-sustain me, but as you can see, the Divine Rune actually will deny a lot of my lifesteal. And that's probably the reason why I died there. Otherwise, I think I would have been able to pick it up and secure it. Fortunately enough, Susano again picked up. I think the Terra ultimate was a little bit late, but still kind of unfortunate. But to be honest, Susano is quite behind. He has a full power build, which I definitely do not recommend if you need to get close to these enemies. I mean, Fenrir is very powerful close range. Osiris doesn't really care about Susano close range as well. They just have a lot of burst close range in general, every single one of them. We can't really fight them too aggressively. I mean, it's 5-on-2. We do need to be careful. We don't want to give up the Titan, of course, because they can push for it. They have the burst. They have the damage. If we can just keep them out, we should be fine. They are not feeling too confident. Their only tanky targets are not too healthy. I mean, Osiris probably the tankiest on their team. Or maybe the Fenrir, both of which are below 50%. It looks like they are going to disengage, which is great for us. I mean, if they are going to engage very quickly, I don't have purification beads. If, for instance, Fenrir has his ultimate, he will just grab me, I will die immediately. No way for me to get out of that one, especially with an Anubis there. Doesn't matter what ability Anubis uses, I will die, guaranteed. So, purification beads probably the best thing for me ever at the moment. Yeah, I picked up the Sanctuary. Well, it kind of makes sense. I mean, I'm against an Anubis, I'm against a Skadi, I'm against so many gods that can kind of lock me down or deal an insane amount of burst damage. And with the Sanctuary, I can kind of disengage for my abilities to come back up again. For instance, if I use my 2-1 combo and I'm engaged on, I can use Sanctuary, wait it out, get my cooldowns back up, fight them again. So, okay. What's our basic plan now? I kind of just want to play a little bit passive. Want to make sure that my team is around. We don't want to have a repeat of the last time. We were kind of split up. Took way too much damage. That's a lot of damage as well. Fenrir is behind. Let's try and get the whoop to provide Scylla some time. Beats used. And looks like he disengages immediately, knowing that he will die from all the damage. Sanctuary used as well, but I wasn't even in range. But now I am, and now I will kill the Fenrir. The dog has nothing on us anymore. He was fed quite early on, but not able to keep it up. Died a lot after that. I guess that's good for us. Definitely good for us. Anubis ultimate use as well. Let's just use the Sanctuary to make sure that I don't take too much damage. Already took way too much, to be honest. But I can lifesteal up a decent amount. Even though I only get 33% when I hit multiple minions at the same time. So with my 2 activated alone. Still pretty decent. Kind of going for the Phoenix. Oh, I definitely need to get rid of that root immediately, otherwise I will die, guaranteed. There's a decent amount of damage on the Janus, not enough to finish him off. He did use Sanctuary though, as you saw, maybe or maybe not. When he was afraid of the Bastet, thought that the ability would have been followed up. Wasn't the case, but that will be down for the next fight. And we will be able to destroy him with that. I don't want to engage too hard. They're inside the Phoenix range. They have their Anubis. Osiris came back as well. Not Osiris. Janus came back as well. We just need to retreat, get out. No reason to keep the fight at that base. It just gives them way better of an advantage. They can disengage with very low HP and get back very, very quickly. Okay, so let's grab a power elixir of power, potion of magical might to kind of increase the duration a little bit. And let's get some health potions and head out immediately. Make sure that the left side is still defended because those fire creeps are still pouring in. Which is not good for us. Definitely not very annoying to deal with. Not as annoying when you have more waves or when it's later in the game. They're now quite manageable. I mean, I can clear them with my 2 alone. But I definitely can't clear them for now. I definitely need to help my team out. As you can see, they're quite in a pickle. Oh, crap. Shit. That sucks. Oh, man. I did have my purification beads. That was very, very bad engagement by me. Got picked up by the Fenrir immediately. Should have ulted to counter his ultimate. Otherwise, I don't think I would have been able to get into the air in time when I got dropped by the Fenrir. Because that takes a little bit of time before you are immune to damage or can't be targeted anymore before you are in the air. I didn't feel like risking it. I tried to deal the burst damage to the Anubis. Not enough. Also a tip, if you're fighting a Skadi, kill the dog. She has you almost half her damage if you kill the dog. Of course you can't when she uses her ultimate, but make sure that it is... Get rid of it if you can. Especially as you saw there, the Scylla died to the dog with only, well, 1 HP on the dog left. If Scylla turned around, killed the dog, I think she would have been fine. Maybe the Skadi would have been finishing off, but if you don't get rid of the dog, you'll die guaranteed. He can chase for a lot longer than the Skadi can. Nice defense by the Terra though. She is quite low. Can we get the Anubis? Sanctuary use as well. Let's just pop him into the air. My 2-1 not up just yet. No, never mind. I'll just use my ultimate. If I thought I hit him. Oh well. Okay, so you might wonder why use your ultimate. Why not go for basics? So as you saw, I was very close to Anubis. And I realized, wait a minute, I'm very close to an Anubis. You don't want to be very close to an Anubis. That's probably the worst thing you can do. If he had, for instance, his Mummify backup, I'm not sure if he had it, but doesn't matter. If he uses Mummify, his 3 and his 1, I die. I had Fury, but I don't want to risk it. I'd rather go into my ultimate than risking that. But let's just go for this Fire Giant immediately. As you can see, the enemies are nearby anywhere. My team is pushed up pretty decently. Wasn't my plan to get him pushed up or knocked up, but I guess fine. We picked it up. This will give us power. This will give us kind of more grouped up effect. As you can see, we grouped up for the Fire Giant. Now we're grouping up and pushing the left side. Whooping the Janus would definitely be rough for him to get away. He portals the ground and not the wall. He will die. I'm not sure if the wall was too thick. I think it wasn't. I think he just misplaced it a little bit. Oh crap, he's definitely going to. I used my Purification Beads preemptively and a lot of burst. Fenrir, you got nothing on me anymore. Freya late game, people. Freya late game. Insane amount of burst damage. As you can see, hitting almost 500 per basic on a freaking Osiris. I think he has some defense. Probably not the most. Only 2 of them left alive. They aren't very healthy. We are all alive. Let's just go for it. We have an insane amount of burst. I hit 600 per basic. Definitely going to win this one. They had nothing to do anymore. I could have gone in my ultimate to finish it off. Definitely a very good game. Rough at some situations in the early game, but late game Freya. Woo! Late game Freya, people. Very, very powerful. As you can see, very quickly at shredding those enemies with the little bit of penetration you have from your what's it called? Can't really come up with it. Oh well, you know it. My third item, if I can remember. Oh well, doesn't matter. The penetration, I think it provides something like close to 30-40% penetration after 3 basics. So that's a very good amount of penetration. And as you can see, the Osiris only has the Bulwark. The Fenrir has the Bulwark, and the Mantle of Discord is a decent amount of magical protection. But you saw at the end, it didn't really matter anymore. I just had way more burst than he could sustain. The others didn't really have magical protection, so shredded them even quicker. Able to do an insane amount of damage. Anyway, thank you for the request. It's a fun skin. I like it a lot. This is actually the first time I used it. First time I got on it. I like it. I really like the voice pack. I think it's really... I don't know. It comes over as really kind and just to the ground, you know? It's just... I don't know. I like the sound of it. And it looks very good in general. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other requests, like I said, skins, gods, game modes, maybe a build, please let me know. Thank you so much for all the support and your comments. Thanks for watching. And as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.